And I've got a couple more questions before we finish, and I want to go back to your previous answer there. You know, you
Yeah.
mentioned how much you've learned. What would be a message that you would impart to anybody who's maybe listening to you these days and all the things you've done and goes, well, I can't be Rich Ward. I'm never going to get to that level of success. I'm never going to do those things. And they don't have the confidence that you have been able to exhibit in your career. What would be your message and a bit of wisdom for any fans of yours who, maybe they're struggling for that self-belief and that confidence that you exhibit so well readily in your music and the things that you do?
Well, the first thing is commitment is the most important thing. There's tons of fantastic musicians and singers who will never be successful because they're not willing to do what it takes.
Yeah.
It really comes down to how hard am I willing to work, and that is more true in the entertainment business than it is in almost any other place.
Yeah.
Uh, um, Tom Cruise is not the best actor, but he has the biggest movies and he has the biggest fan base. He works hard. I mean, every day of his life is getting up and deciding to be the best Tom Cruise that he can be.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's why, like, he's almost 60 and he's in fantastic shape and he insists on still doing his own stunts, practical stunts, not CGI. I mean,
Yeah.
he's committed to being the greatest. Um, and I would say to any guitar player who lacks, or singer, drummer, anyone in the music business who really is a passion for music, I would just say get up in the morning and every morning just thank God that you woke up because a lot of people didn't wake up. And then
Yeah.
after that, do whatever it takes to be the best version of you as possible. I play guitar every day. I mean, it's the same way that I go to the gym. It has to be a routine. Not everybody is inspired to play guitar. Oh, I'm going to write some fantastic song today. It's not the way it works. The way it works is it's a routine. This is what I do. You go to the gym, you exercise, you eat good foods, the things that you do that if you want to improve, if you want to like be a better version of yourself, and you play guitar every day. And some days I don't just sit down with a little tick took da 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 da. I don't do that. Sometimes it's just me sitting down for 2 hours watching a Formula One race, doing scales and practicing, or I'm watching something on TV that I don't have to concentrate on.
Yeah.
It's just like ambient, whatever stuff,
Yeah.
nature. It can be a soccer game because then you've got 2 45-minute halves, and so you've got an hour and a half of time where you can watch, but you can still be doing just like you can do press ups while you're watching or listen to music.
Yeah.
Um, and so, but every day I would just say, stay committed to it. And you'll just out hustle everybody else because the people, if I was to hire, if someone said, your bass player is quitting, I wouldn't look for the most talented bass player. I would look for the bass player who is the most committed
Yeah.
because they're the people who aren't going to quit on you, who aren't going to have problems, and they're always going to be a reason why they can't come to rehearsal or they can't make it to the studio. Like you want somebody that wants to be there and wants to hustle. And those are the people that get the jobs every time. And then the other thing I would just say is, um, um, be your own worst critic, but don't put a lot of credence in other people telling you suck because there's a whole social media platform that survives on telling other people they suck.
Yeah.
Um, I've made 21 albums, and every time I release an album, there are a lot of people ready to tell me it sucks, and that's okay. Like I always tell people, it's like somebody thought The Shining sucked. Somebody thought your Back to the Future sucked. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah, man.
it's just people have different tastes. And then some people just want to wind you up.
Yeah.
So the main thing to do is just do what it takes for you to have your own confidence, and the confidence that doesn't come from people patting you on the back, the confidence that comes from knowing that you're putting in the work and
Yeah.
that you are seeing the progress and that you compare yourself against your peers.
Yeah.
I know that I'll never be as good as Zach Wild or Dimebag or Eddie Van Halen, but my goals are to be as good as I can be and strive to be a hero like them.
Yeah, man.
And just the same way that you know, most people won't be as good an actor as Anthony Hopkins, but Tom Cruise has proven that you don't have to be as good as Anthony Hopkins to be an amazingly successful person in that business.